Hi, it's Joel Sharpton at The Rogues Life on Twitter. You can also follow me with Me and the Geek, a podcast where every week we bring you a different conversation with a different geek for a peek into their geeky world. Right now, though, it's a video series where we're reviewing episode by episode the Daredevil series from Marvel and Netflix. It's available, the first 13 episodes of season 1, all available now on Netflix, so go check it out. If you're not caught up to at least episode 11, then I would suggest stopping this video and catching up before you watch any more, so we don't want to spoil you, because we are going to talk about the episode in depth. Episode 11, it's called The Path of the Righteous. A great line from Claire early on in another appearance from her Saints, Saviors, and Martyrs. She was in the storyline in the last episode, but we didn't actually see her. I thought that's an interesting example of Netflix doing a good job keeping their episode-to-episode budgets low, and yet you still continue the storyline, you continue threading her into it, you continue to make her important and give her a reason to come back in this episode. We do see her here. She stitches up Matt, and they get to have what is probably going to be the final scene between the two of them for this season. I don't think we're going to get much resolution here between the two of them, at least not in this series. It's something that will continue to play out, I think, across the rest of these Netflix series, and then season 2 of Daredevil as well, now that that has been confirmed. I do think we're going to see Rosario Dawson in the series, like Jessica Jones and Luke Cage and Iron Fist as well, hopefully, maybe even the Defenders. Once again, though, Claire here suggests body armor, and finally, Matt listens to her after the attack from Nobu and the drastic injuries that he withstood there, and then also afterwards as Kingpin beat him pretty mercilessly. He finally begins to track down how Kingpin is able to protect himself so well with these Kevlar-style suits or something. We meet Mr. Potter, not Harry, but Melvin. We've seen him once when Owsley and Fisk are going to get new suits made, but he had just one line. He's in the background, sort of an Easter egg almost moment. But here we get a whole scene. We get to understand a little bit of his motivation, why he's connected to Fisk, and why he might be willing to help Matt in his ongoing war against the rest of the evils of Hell's Kitchen. There's also some really, really cool Easter eggs in the scene that even I missed in the first viewing. There is an appearance of the legs or the lower half of Stiltman. There's also some hints of the Gladiator costume, a character that Melvin Potter has played in the comics, as you see his designs for a saw blade equipped suit of some sort. So the potential there for more from Melvin in the future, and I think it's very important going forward. Some of you may have already been spoiled and seen the images of the red suit from Daredevil in the series. If not, I'm not going to tell you any more about it. But Melvin is now going to introduce that, and he's going to create that suit for Matt. And I think this character can be one that we visit with from time to time, and a good excuse for Matt to continue to evolve his suit, and a good excuse for Marvel to continue to put out new iterations of that suit, not only for toys if they wanted to in the future, and marketing and promotional merchandising opportunities, but also just to continue to better please the fans. There were some fans that really enjoyed the Black Ninja style outfit that he starts the season with, some fans that like the red suit that you see towards the end, some fans that didn't like either one. And so again, I think it's just an opportunity to continue to blow that open. Last episode, we saw Matt's lies to Foggy blow up. In this episode, Karen's lies to Ben get paid off a little bit too. Ben is hurt that she uses his wife to trick him into going upstate to visit the Kingpin's mother. He's bothered that she wasn't genuinely concerned with him and his family and their well-being, and I think he's smart enough to see through it even pretty early. I think he knew that she had an ulterior motive taking him to the nursing home, but it is interesting that it did affect him personally, and I wonder how that's going to play out further for the rest of this series, see whether they continue to grow closer together or further apart. With the revelation that Wilson Fisk's mother is alive, now the team of Ben and Karen and Foggy planning to blow this thing wide open and expose Wilson Fisk for the liar that he is. But is that enough? Will it be enough? Will they find some better connection? will they be shut down and silenced before they have an opportunity to expose Fisk? Interesting stuff, and a great episode, a great season, and a great series so far. That's our thoughts on episode 11 of Daredevil on Netflix from Marvel and the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can get all of our videos as we put them out. We've got a couple more reviews still to come. And don't forget, too, on meandthegeekpod.com, this week, as a matter of fact, we're going to put out our full review. It'll be about an hour where I and Kyle Sweeney discuss the whole series on Daredevil and what we might expect from Season 2. If you've enjoyed these videos, please subscribe, check all of that, and share it with your friends. I'll be back soon. I'm Joel Sharpton at The Rogues Life on Twitter and meandthegeekpod.com.